It's nearly Halloween. It's nearly that time of year when, cowering under the sheets, you search for fear, for dread, for any sense that you are still alive. And celebration of such a holiday. Today, I am going to be playing a Pokemon game! When you think of Pokemon, what do you think of? Monsters with superpowers, 10-year-old children leaving home forever, Ghostbusters 2. If you answered theft, then you probably own Pokemon Colosseum.
Yeah, good for you, mate.
So sit back, relax, and pretend that you're somewhere else, because I'm going to take a look at said game. Pokemon Colosseum. It's for GameCube.
Released in 2000 and who gives a shit, Pokemon Colosseum had some stadium-style battle mode that nobody really cared about, but it was also the first fully 3D home console Pokemon RPG. Yes, kiddies, you heard me correct, a Pokemon RPG on a home console. Oh, but then again, this is an entirely different beast than any other Pokemon game. The first thing you see is this. Look at this smug motherfucker! In Colosseum, you play as a former member of one of the villainous teams in the game, Team Snag'em. That's legitimately their name. Who steal, or snag, Pokemon from other trainers with the snag machine. The player, or Wes, decides, fuck these guys, and plants a bomb to blow up the base of his former allies, steals, or snags, the snag machine, and then rides off into the desert on his crazy hover motorbike thing. Now this is a slightly different way of starting a Pokemon game, and I know what you're thinking, it's awesome. Wes didn't even need to ask his mum for permission to go on his Pokemon journey, and he probably kicked youngster Joey in the nuts when he asked for his phone number. Anyway, after seeing a news report on TV about your pokey terrorism and a battle with Rider Willy, who is burning up, going full throttle, you end up in Fenac City, where you discover Beavis and Butthead over here with a moving sack. You be quiet, we're no robbers, we're kidnappers. Good job. After trying repeatedly to avoid confronting his fear of sacks, Wes opens the sack and saves the kidnapped girl, Rui, who goes along with him. Upon visiting the mayor, Mira B, the swaggiest, boopinest, downright funkiest guy in town, confronts the player with Ren and Stimpy over here. In a battle with them, it's revealed that Rui can see shadow Pokemon that have had the door to their hearts artificially closed. Somehow. For some reason. And this is why she was kidnapped, because Team Cypher, the other villainous team, is manufacturing them and wanted her out of the way. And so, Wes and Rui team up to snag back the shadow Pokemon, purify them, and uncover the mysteries behind both Team Cypher and Snag'em.
Well hey, that doesn't sound all that different from any other Pokemon game,
You say? Well, shut up and let me finish, you! The game is fought exclusively in double battles, emphasising it as more than just a gimmicky addition to Gen 3, and cementing my love of the battle mode. To top it off, snagging shadow Pokemon is the only way to capture new dudes. Wild Pokemon don't exist in the game's region of Ore? Whatever, there are no wild Zubats here. Shadow Pokemon don't level up until they're purified, and instead stack all the experience they would have gained for when they are finally purified. How do you purify Shadow Pokemon? Glad you asked! But don't talk to me. Shadow Pokemon can have their Shadow Gauge reduced by using the daycare, sending them out into battle, don't even fucking move, or through allowing the Pokemon to enter Hyper Mode, and calling its name to snap it out of it. Its emotions rose to a fever pitch, yeah? Wonder why. Women, they do not want to kiss me, do they? There are a total of 52 available Pokemon, not including their evolutions, available in the game. 48 of them are snaggable Shadow Pokemon, and the other 4 are obtained by different means. That may sound a little underwhelming, and believe me, it can be. Fortunately for me, a lot of Pokemon I love are obtainable in the game, so smell you later! The majority of the 52 Pokemon are from Generation 2, to make up for the fact that they are unobtainable in Ruby and Sapphire. which, like I said, is fine by me because I love those little bastards. Even Dunsparce! Okay, that was a joke, maybe not Dunsparce. Generally, the game looks decent for the time. The Pokemon models obviously have the most love put into them, and the attack animations are kinda cool. Moves like Bite and Crunch always felt amazing to use. Just look at this. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. But, one of the biggest triumphs of this game? The soundtrack. The goddamn soundtrack. Listen to it! Listen! The music adds to this game perfectly. Even the soundtrack for battling Ride a Big Old Penis is awesome. Oh, and remember Mirror B? The swaggiest, boopinest, downright funkiest guy in town? Yes, this is in a Pokemon game. And it's awesome.
I'm just going to come out and say it. Pokemon Colosseum has one of the best soundtracks in any Pokemon game. Fucking any game.
Pokemon Colosseum is a great game that proved that there was a market for 3D home console Pokemon games. So like, Super Nintendo, where's my Wii U Pokemon RPG? Eh? I don't want another fucking Mario game where I get the fucking coins and give Peach a big old kiss. I want another fucking this game. Right here. One of these.
So you finally beat the leader of Cypher, who was the fucking mayor the whole time, and then Ho comes along and he blows the shit out of a helicopter.
Wes and Rui probably run off to Canoodle or some shit, and the land of... yeah, is free from oppression for a while. A little while anyway, that was a sequel. It was really fucking good. This game gives me the nostalgias. I'm coming down with a case of them.
So ends our Halloween spooktacular. I hope you don't have nightmares about being trapped in Slender, but instead of Slender Man, it's Mirror B. And whenever he gets close to you, instead of that static, it's Mirror B's theme song that plays all the time. Has anyone actually done that? Because that's a really fucking good idea.